see like strange.
What is going on over there? There's like two different types of clouds emerging, and one of the clouds looks like it's gonna be a tornado that's forming. Do they get tornadoes in Africa, or am I stupid? Why do I feel like they don't? Anyways, and then the last like 5 seconds, they're zooming in on something that looks like an alien spacecraft. What's going on in Africa? Whoa, what is this? A man-eating tree of Madagascar swallows human sacrifices? According to legend, Polish biologist Dr. Omelius Fredlowski received a very strange letter in the early 1870s. It was from a German explorer named Karl Leach, or Leich, or Leachy. I don't know how to pronounce names. They claimed to have seen something horrific in Madagascar. Leach claimed that he had been living with and researching a tribe called the Makotos. Members of the tribe took him to a tree called the Tepe, where they started a ritual. The tree was oddly shaped, with tentacle-like leaves sprouting from its trunk. Suddenly, a woman was pushed towards it. She climbed to the top of the tree, drank a liquid that was trickling out of its center, and the tentacles came to life? They surrounded her immediately. She was completely ensnared, her body hidden from view by the leaves that gripped her. All Leash could hear was her screams. He wrote that the retracted leaves of the great tree kept their upright position during 10 days. Then when I came one morning, they were prone again. The tendrils stretched, the palpi floating, and nothing but a white skull at the foot of the tree to remind me of the sacrifice that had taken place there. Is this a real story? A tree that comes to life and just eats people and they make sacrifices and stuff like that? That's pretty terrifying. Like just a tree that's just like la 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 la. Like it's the freaking Whomping Willow from Harry Potter. Wow.
He found something astonishing. 1,500 kilometers inland, on the highland plateau of modern-day Zimbabwe, surrounded by an endless array of massive rocks in a seemingly barren landscape, he found the ruins of a magnificent ancient city, crafted in expertly worked stone. The walls here curve and flow along the contours of the ground, with nothing besides gravity and the extreme architectural precision of those who built them to keep them in place. This is the largest pre-modern structure to the south of the Sahara Desert.
That's incredible. Honestly, structures from like way back ancient times fascinate me because they don't have modern day equipment. Half the time it's better than some of the buildings and stuff that we're making now, but they didn't have modern day equipment and they still managed to do it, and it's fascinating and people are amazing and I hate the world now. The Karoo mermaids. Oh my gosh, I love mermaids. Do you guys think that mermaids are real? I really hope that they're real, just because I've always wanted to be one. The Karoo region in South has a legend that the rock pools are home to a beautiful dark-haired mermaid. Could be me. She is said to be the manifestation of a sinister water spirit, never mind, it's not me, who would lure passerbys, grab them as they approached, and drag them to a watery grave. Sounds like sirens, you know, those legendary things, sirens, not siren head, sirens. Most people, when asked about her, spoke in hushed voices, saying that they were afraid of her, and that if angered, she could drag you into the water and drown you. That's my hushed voice. Interestingly, 250 million years ago, the stark, beautiful landscape of the Klein Karoo was submerged underwater. When the oceans receded, they left behind a fertile valley. The story of the Karoo mermaids is more compelling when you consider the ancient rock paintings found in the area, whoa, which seem to depict fish-tailed humanoids. Whoa, maybe it was real and they just went extinct. Wow, mermaids could be real, guys. Mind blown.
Lake Natron is quite simply one of the most bizarre, mysterious, and frightening places on the planet. It's in Tanzania and on the surface looks completely serene. The water here holds a secret though, and you definitely wouldn't want to swim in it. The pH level of the water here is about 10.5, which is more than enough to burn the skin and the eyes of any creature that hasn't had a chance to adapt. This high alkalinity is due to the sodium carbonate and other minerals that have washed down from the surrounding hills, and it leads to some unbelievable consequences. While the waters are home to numerous species, including more than 2 million flamingos, they have strange effects on dead bodies. Those that die there are submerged in the water and coated in the minerals that it contains. Over time, as the water evaporates and the flesh of the deceased decays, it can quite literally be a petrifying experience.
Wow. That's great to know. I love swimming, so just don't go swimming here. It's like acid water. You go in, it's just gonna burn you up unless you adapted like those flamingos. You all see how it was red too? From the blood of the people that went in. I'm just kidding. It's due to the alkalinity and all that shit. I'm not a scientist. Okay, the Adzi. The Adzi are shape-shifting vampires from folklore. The Adzi can disguise themselves by taking the form of fireflies. Oh, so they can go really tiny. The reason the Adzi disguise themselves at all is so that they can crawl through keyholes and get inside the houses of their victims. Oh, once inside, they approach their victim and drink their blood. Okay, don't go firefly catching. That's another thing. Don't do that in Africa. The Adzi draws blood from the thumb of their victims while in their firefly form, using an elephant-like trunk to do so. Whoa, so they're like fireflies, but they're also like vampires, and they're also like elephants. This is trippy. The Adzi is indestructible. That's great to know. As an insect with no amount of magic, insecticide, or special netting keeping them at bay. So how do you not die? How do you not die? Tell me that. If someone does manage to capture one, it will quickly change into its human form. Oh, then it can be killed. Gotcha. So you gotta capture them. Then it will turn into a human. Then you're like, bang, bang, bye-bye. Good to know for when I plan my trip to Africa. Whoa, this thing looks gross. Deep inside the Congolese rainforest live the Biloko, demonic creatures who, according to legend, are restless ancestral spirits whose main goal is to harm the living. It's great. These hideous and vicious spirits are hairless, with long, sharp claws and mouths big enough to swallow a human in one gulp. Nice. Few locals travel into the rainforest alone because an encounter with the Biloko rarely ends well. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't like to look at this guy. Also, what's with the little things on his finger? You guys see that? He's like a bell, so you can hear when he's coming. Like, oh my god, is it Christmas? Jingle bells, jingle bells. And all of a sudden this guy comes out and nice. Ooh, don't know how to pronounce this. Okay, so the Degder is a cannibalistic woman who hunts lost children and haunts the forests of Somalia. Originally told as a cautionary tale to warn children against wandering too far from home, the story is similar to that of Hansel and Gretel. Degder is described as having one long ear, which makes hunting easy. She chases children through the forest and devours them. She especially loves those with no manners and a wide waistline. Okay, so that's not me. I have nothing to worry about. Also, I'm not a child, so nothing to worry about. What if this person and the Biloko from the last one just like fought? You know, the big green dude? What would happen? I want to know. Life's biggest questions right here.
And we have arrived to this. Really not knowing what to expect, but we're walking up this goat track now, up to what I assume their village. They're yelling in our face things. We have no idea what it means.
Been given permission from the chief because of bearing gifts in the way of fish. We're now welcome.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
The first display of their culture they've ever given to a group of tourists, 6 of us.
See, I love this. I love this. I just want to travel the world and like learn so much about other people's cultures and traditions and stuff like that. Like, I really just want to deconnect and travel, so.
In 1959, a colonel named Remy van Leerd from the Belgian Air Force encountered what is considered the biggest snake in the world, speculated to weigh an upwards of 550 pounds and measuring around 50 feet in length. And while returning from a mission in the Congo by helicopter, they encountered this huge reptile. He circled the snake in order to get a good picture, and he claims that when he flew lower for a closer inspection, the snake rose approximately 10 feet, and it gave the impression that it would attack. So he snapped a quick picture of the snake and flew back. Multiple snake experts and zoologists have analyzed the picture taken
Where's
and have
the real
all verified
photo?
it as authentic. The following picture is of the giant Congo snake.
Okay, it's not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. Like, the photos were animated, and then the one, it was like really, like, it was an aerial view, so it's not scary. Holy crap, though! No, I'm sorry. Snakes, tapping out. Oh, I used to like them. Like, I used to pick up gardener snakes and be like, oh, look, it's cute. And they're not cute. Snakes are terrifying, and they wrap around you. Oh, hated that one.
I'm often asked where's the coolest place I've ever been. And for me, it's Deadvlei, located in Namibia in southern Africa. Deadvlei is an ancient clay pan full of dead trees. The coolest part? That eerie buzzing noise from the sand.
I didn't even get to really hear the eerie buzzing noise from the sand. Wow. Also, yeah, there's like literally nothing but dead trees. That's interesting. But I want to know why this was like the coolest places she's ever traveled to. Video's too short. Like, where's part 2? All right, guys, that's all for today's video. If you want to see part 2, then you gotta let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below your favorite place that you've ever traveled to. There you go. With that being said, I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan. I'll see you when I see you. Stay spooky. Some dark, scary mysterious places in Africa that are undiscovered. Number 11. According to legend, Polish, he wrote that the retracted leaves of the great tree kept... Honestly, like, infrastructures back then, infrastructure is definitely not the right word. Honestly, buildings back then, is this even a building? Structures, I'm just gonna say structures. Honestly, structures back then, like fastenite. Oh God, I just tap out. Shresh, you take over. This video is just filled with words that I don't know how to pronounce, and I apologize. Please don't come for me, I'm trying my best. The Adzi are shape-shifting vampires from Uwi. Okay, interesting. The Boloko deep inside the Congolese rainforest live the Boloko. Oh. Also, let me know in the comments below, where's the best place to travel? Also, let me know in the comments below, what is the Also, let me know in the comments below no. All right, also let me know, Also, let me know in the comments below the favorite place. I just want to know what place you've traveled to that you enjoy. All right, guys.